Hello, BookTube. I've got a bit of an unhold today. I go through phases where I'm like everything's going. I'm getting rid of everything. I'm in a very productive. If I don't like it, it can go era. And also, you're gonna see a lot more romance. I'm getting rid of this video because I recently found a deal for an entire box set of Georgia Hayer like in hardcovers, and I was like, I need that in my life, and so I got that. I'll make a video about showing it off or whatever. But I actually need room to put them somewhere, and because I just have romances in stacks, I'm like, I need to, we need to make room for Georgia Hayer. And that's acceptable because Hayer is one of my favorite writers ever. But we'll worry about that when it happens. So I did go through and unhaul a lot of romance. I am also getting rid of some nonfiction and some classics in here, but also I'll leave it to the end. But there's a very controversial author I'm going to get rid of because I know a lot of people like this author, but I'll leave that to the end. It's a bit of a surprise. So let's start with romance. So I'm getting rid of some mass markets because Hayes, we need more Hayer. I don't know why, but Laura Lee's The Governess Gone Rogue. Enjoyed it, but I don't need a copy of it. I have this here, Lynn Kirsten's Francesca's Rake. Read it, I thought it was really good. Um, Caroline Liddon's When the Marquez Was Mine. I'm also getting rid of this Eloisa James. I love Eloisa James, but this is A Gentleman Never Tells. It's a novella. I thought it was good. But Karen oh my god, Rainey. I've got two of her books here. I've got To Wed and Harris, and To Bed for Bride. And I'm going again. Besides getting rid of these for Hayer, I read these. I don't really reread romances, and if I'll just buy an ebook of it, I'll find a copy of it. I don't need. They can go for physical space. They can be sacrificed. Then I'm getting rid of some big hardcovers of romances. These are some large prints. I don't ever read them. So I've got here Grace Burrows, My Once and Only Duke. Mary Jo Putney. This is one of my favorite romance covers. It's so dramatic. This is Once a Spy. Then we got some Stephanie Lawrence. I like Lawrence. I think she's really good, but I'd never reread her. And she just kind of sits here. This is Beyond Seduction. And then we got Lindsay Sands. Again, I love Lindsay Sands, but this is the Highlander's Promise from the Highland Bride series. I read a bit of it, but it can go. I don't. They just sit here, and yeah. Lisa Kleypes again. Chasing Cassandra. I don't need these. If I want to read them, I'll have them as an ebook because, I don't. I feel like I'm just ranting, but anyway. So I'm getting rid of those. They're going. In terms of some nonfiction, I'm getting rid of The Day the War Ended by Martin Gilbert. I've read bits of this. I'm just not a World War II girly. I've tried. I don't have a niche, and it's just taken up space. So I'd rather put somewhere else. And I've read bits of it. It's not for me personally. I'm also getting rid of some Australian non-fiction. Ned Kelly in particular. This is his letters. It's like so short. I read it. It's fine. I don't need a copy of it. Then Ned Kelly's Last Days. I read this. I'm reading this for Non-Fiction November. I finished it already. Really good. I'll talk about it more in my wrap up. But yeah, very good. I don't need many copies of it. Then I'm getting rid of some my Robert Louis Stevenson because recently I want to invest in like a unabridged collected works just because it's cheaper, and rather than collecting individual books because I refuse to pay $30 for a Penguin Black Spine. I refuse. And I thought I'd just get a collected works. Like I'll do the same with Mark Twain, or maybe if I find like Sir Walter Scott, I'll find like a collected works or whatever. Just make sure they're unabridged or whatever. And so I'm getting rid of my copy of The Strange Case of Jekyll and Hyde and Other Stories. Read it. I think it's really good. And then I'm getting rid of this lovely edition I got secondhand of Treasure Island. It's very lovely, but again, I'd rather have it in a collected works for space. And then the last author I'm getting rid of is I'm getting rid of some Agatha Christie hardcovers. Oh Jesus, I see these secondhand all the time, and I have such a complicated relationship with Christie. I was thinking about this at work last night. I was processing it like I was processing grief nearly. But pretty much my thoughts on Christie is I love the type of mystery she does. I love a locked, isolated, close circle, locked room. Somebody dies. What? Try to figure it out. I love that style of mysteries. And again, I'm not the biggest. I rarely read mysteries. I like Richard Osman, and I do a Wilkie Collins for Victober, and that's really it. I do an occasional Christie, but nowhere near as much as Haya, because Haya's my favorite. And so I'm like, I need to get rid of some of these because they're right next to my Nora Roberts, and my Nora Roberts collection is so scary and it's so big, and I can't stop reading Nora Roberts. I love Nora, and I'm like, Christie can be sacrificed for more Nora Roberts. So, um, I don't know what I'm saying. So, the reason why I'm getting rid of some of these books is because I don't read them. I've read them, they're fine. Yeah. But my biggest thing with Christie, so I said what I've loved about her. I never liked her writing. I think she's a bit overhyped when it comes to her prose and all that. I find she has like really no memorable characters outside of her two main detectives. And I've never clicked with her. The best thing for me she ever wrote, and I will always tell, you can tell it's a passion project, but it was her when she wrote her own autobiography. For me, that's the best thing she ever wrote. I don't have a copy of it, but I really want to have it. I'll find it anywhere, really. And I feel like you can tell when she kind of half-asses her mysteries, and it's just I don't love her enough to have everything. And I can keep going on about Christie, but I have a good 15 of her books still left, but these are some ones that can go. And those ones are going Hickory Dickory Dock, Miss Ginty's Dead, what else? Parker Pine Investigates. Not my favorite collection of her. Death in the Clouds. I know some people like this. It's never been a personal favorite. The Secret Anniversary, Advisory. Sorry, not Anniversary. This is her second novel. I like Mysterious Styles Affairs, and I'd rather have that than Secret Advisory. And then I'm getting rid of Why Didn't They Ask Evans Fun, but again, I don't need a copy of it. And the last one is Pearl at N's House. And so those are the Christies I'm getting rid of. I have go back and watch my Christie, going through all of my Christie books and see what I have. I am on the hunt besides her biography. Autobiography. I'd also like Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I love that one. Death what's it? Cyanide. Oh my god, I can't remember it. The Sparkling Cyanide. I love that one. And The Body in the Library. And then that's pretty much all I want from Christie. I have everything else, the ones I like. And so yeah, that's what I'm getting rid of. I know I'm going through this fast, but I need to make room for Georgia Hare because she's so much better than I just need room. And so yeah. Let me know what you think about the books I've unhauled. What do you think of Christie? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.